There are some pictures which have become definitive for news coverage from conflict-ravaged areas. A generation of journalists built their careers saying the exotic names of Sarajevo, Grozny, Kigali. These names are now synonymous with mass destruction and the horrors of war. But this week, some journalists tried to add another name to the list, Gory.
There have been airstrikes by Russian warplanes, particularly in a town just outside of Tbilisi, the capital, a town called Gory, where officials say an apartment block was hit by Russian bombs carried by Russian warplanes. At least 60 people there were killed, according to the Georgian authorities.
CNN was backed up by the claims of the Georgian government.
I've seen firsthand today with my own eyes how the two Russian jet planes came very low on a marketplace, a very busy marketplace in a small town in the middle of Georgia that had nothing to do with the conflict area. It's far from that conflict area, and deliberately dropped 500 kilograms bombs on civilian population. Well, I happened to be not far from there. I saw it with my own eyes.
But this is Gory today, a ghost town where Stalin's statue ironically towers over the main square. Yes, there is glass on the ground and damaged cars. But look at these pictures and judge for yourself. In a different conflict, the bombing of a marketplace determined how that conflict would end. In the Bosnian War, when Sarajevo market exploded, dozens of people were killed. The pictures shown on television galvanized America into entering the war. This week, claims suggested that the same had happened in Gory.
The talk is about a massive bombing by Russian planes of the civilian infrastructure. In the city of Gory, bombs were dropped on the market and the stadium.
This is the picture of the market of Gory now. Yes, it's empty, but it's certainly not destroyed. And eyewitnesses confirm as much.
They dropped one bomb near here, but not in the marketplace. People were scared and ran away. But today the Russian army is here. There's no fighting.
The Russian army is inside Gory, controlling the two entrances in and out of the city. People say they feel safer because the Russian soldiers protect them from the vandalism of local gangs.
Nothing happened here. We heard that the Russians are coming and people ran away and left everything behind. There was no war in Gory.
If there is one city that can be added to the pages of history for being ravaged by war, it's Saakashvili, the capital of South Ossetia, but certainly not Gory.